Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some Crusader Kings II with our Rhodos Horse Lords campaign. So I'm doing a little time compress here, as I mentioned that I would, so the background's going to be going pretty quickly. But I'm just going to talk in general about what I have and what I'm trying to do, what I've learned through here. The first thing I've noticed is that I had kept the horde maintenance on half, so I changed that to full, and I seem to be having being perfectly fine, no money issues whatsoever. So now I'm just kind of deploying my forces, getting them all into a place that will guarantee they're never going to have any sort of issues with attrition. That is stupidly unnecessary. So at this point I said, okay, who are the naughty people? Let's imprison who I can, and then the ones that we can't, we're going to tell them to, hey, stop doing what you're doing, and then hopefully they'll be fine. And then I decide at this moment to just play Prison Manager 2016. So for the next little bit in the video, that's what I do, is as I go through and I go from, what does it say, 114, I think? I don't know. I'm watching in a preview window that's very, very small, so it's tough for me to see, and I'd rather not make it bigger because I think it'll be a performance hit as I'm trying to watch the preview of this video sped up 300% and record audio at the same time. So I just go through, and basically my reasoning is this. If I can make money on them, I will make money on them. And if I can't, I'll release anybody that likes me. And anybody that doesn't like me can shove off. That's going to be my theory for the Prison Manager for the rest of the way. I was surprised, actually. There were a couple of counts in here. So I think there was a Duke, because no, it's just all counts, I'm pretty sure, because I was able to get $70 or ducats for some of the people. So that was kind of nice. It was really sort of exciting. I'll tell you that I'm not sure I'm going to keep doing this all the time. I know I said I would do it once a week, and I'm doing it again because really well, not again, but the Tuesday was not really doing this. So once a week might be enough to kind of wet the whistle. I didn't really enjoy it as much as playing live, but then there's not a lot of stuff going on. I mean, once I'm done with Prison Simulator, I'm really kind of done with everything. So, I mean, I don't know. There's some interesting stuff that goes on here, but to play it for an hour and not really progress, it's tough, because obviously I want to go on. I mean, spoiler alert, I only get to, I think, 1094. So it's like 6 years of gameplay in an hour, and I'm on speed 5. And the problem is that just the realm is so big, and there are so many characters now, having played for 350 some odd years, that, I guess 330 years, that there is, it's just slow. I mean, it doesn't matter. My computer is really good. It's not top of the line, but it can handle playing this game. And so it's just, there's so many people that are going on. I mean, I had 114 people in the prison alone, and that doesn't include all the other courts that have people, and it just takes a while to, wow, excuse me. So I'm recording this really, really late at night. It just takes a while to go through everything. So I had an independence faction building here, and I realized that I did create the King of Lithuania so I could bury this Duke that was leading the charge. So I did. And now I just kind of let the game run. And as you can see, I mean, it's going to look real fast because, the time delay. I am actually educating 2 kids at the same time as well. I hadn't realized that from the last playthrough. So we got that through, which is kind of nice. And it's just going through. Sorry, I just kept losing my train of thought. So, like I said, it's a little late. I'm recording this late Wednesday in preparation for posting on Thursday, because I'm trying to fill the Paradox Hour. And I think on Friday maybe I'll just put in some another episode of City Skylines. Not that it is either here or there. Most of the events that come along are your standard. Hey, we have more Catholics. Hey, we have more this and that and the other. That was a minor rebellion that has popped up as I think a Janian heresy or a Janian revolt that we've done. Taking a look at the Cardinals, just sort of, kind of just taking a look, see what's going on. I mean, it amazes me there's still 3 left from the papacy. That won't last. That was just a pop-up saying that Andalusia is no longer part of Hispania. So Hispania is gone, and now it's just Rhodos. This was one of my client chiefs saying, hey, look, you really have land I should have, and I decided I agreed, so I let him have it. And then I gave him the neighboring county as well, just to try and head off anything in the future. So here I am just trying to finish the revolt, but I did call in all the banners, and they are going to basically take care of this. So works out for me, no problem there, because I don't want to really pay for the manpower right now anyway, because I'm just trying to recover. and improve things in Kiev and the like. Checking on the clan situation, seeing if there's really someplace I need to better use my clan. The answer is yes. And I'm going to start doing this more often because as I no longer am able to fight tributary wars, it's going to be tougher to keep my clans at a happy level. But we'll get there. It'll take some time, but we'll get there. Here I'm just examining, do I really want to change the laws? Will there be any benefit to that? And I do spend some time considering raising the levies, or lowering the levies rather. And I just decided it's not worth it at the end. Here I decide, you know what, let's change the focus. We don't really need to focus on family anymore. I have, 12 kids that I can see. And so we'll focus on learning and theology. This is when I take a look at the stupid Teutonic Order. And I can't attack them because there's just no valid CB. And they're going to be here forever. And it's annoying until I decide otherwise. Again, this is just pretty much when it just pauses. It's me letting this time run. This is where I realize, you know what? Let's do some stuff. So we're gonna go through here and be distracted by prisoners complaining. I check to see it. Do they like me? No, they stay in rot. So we're gonna do a couple of things, and one of those things is we're gonna go on a pilgrimage. So we decided, we're gonna go to Jerusalem and see the sights and see what's going on, because I don't think I've actually gone on a pilgrimage in this campaign. So we'll go through all the events. There's some kids that we need to deal with, educating on the way home, just trying to build opinion with all my vassal kings, because it's harder to do than with the clans. I'd rather keep the clans happy with the chancellor than use the chancellor for other things. So it works out fine for me in that regard. So just looking along, seeing what I want to do on my pilgrimage, what traits do I want to have. I had a chance there to be wounded, I think, and it didn't happen, so huzzah. That was good. None of the other things happened either, but that's okay. Made it to Jerusalem. You can pause and take a look at that if you really want to read it, if you've never done it before, but I'm not going to try and read it on this tiny screen because I can barely read the text. Really, a lot of this is just to try to develop story. And then I decide, let's have some war games. And all these jerks say, no, they're not coming. Look at that. Look at how many of those people are. Jerks. Gonna have some fun war games. But I will tell you, for a second, I thought I won the war games when they actually get to it. Spoiler alert. Unless that was just it. No, this was it. A Sandor won. But it wasn't me. It was a different Sandor. So, yay to the Sandors. And then this is where I decide, let's just expel the Teutonic Order. And it turns out, did exactly what I wanted to do. Ta-da! There is no Teutonic Order. Now I have to give away all the baronies. And I do that. Basically, I just go to each individual county, find out who's the count, and give them the baronies. And if there is no count, in this instance, I just created a new vassal. I'm definitely under the limit at this point, so we can create that without worrying. And there's no more Teutonic Order, so yay, I've gotten rid of them. I mean, it stinks from a Catholic perspective, but they'll get over it. So now it's just us in the Order of St. Anthony, which is a Miaphysite holy order. This is me checking again what the naughty guy was doing. And I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. This event string, there were some bandits, so I went out to take care of them. Because I'm awesome. Just like that. Some people would send somebody in their stead. I go out and kick their butt themselves. And this is where I say, hey, I don't have a truce with these guys anymore. Great, let's attack them. They only have 2 holdings. Fantastic. Just doing some improvements on Kiev. I'm finally catching up. I don't care about max population now, so we'll let that go up. And it might even help with the manpower, because right now the manpower creep is very slow. So it's going to take a while. At one point I tally up the armies, and I need 12,000 manpower yet to go. So, 12,000 manpower in debt in this game. That's a lot. There's a lot in the EU4 too, but it's significantly more in this one because you consider that's 20% of my army. It's not good. But we managed to win this fight. Huzzah. And I decide I don't want to stick around. Let's kill him. So we're going to plot to kill him. And at one point, the plot power grows to like 500 and something. Oh, maybe this is where I don't decide to kill him. But I do. I decide to kill him. I haven't plotted to kill anybody in a long time. And I'm going to do it. I think this is where I decide, you know what? Can I convert these guys first off? Because I want to get the Holy Order out of there. And it's not an option. Which I was surprised about. I thought you could ask your vassals to convert to your religion, but apparently that's not the case anymore. Or maybe because they're Miaphysites, and that's I don't think it's a heresy, but it's because they're essentially Christian, I can't ask them to change. I don't know, but it's not an option there for some reason. So if you know, let me know, because I'm very curious about that. I let him live longer than I thought. That was a complete result of the delay of how long it takes for things to move in the game now. Because there's just so much to calculate, so many people. And we have another 300 years to go, right? I mean, when those 300 years keep going, the game's just going to get slower and slower and slower, which is another reason I'm thinking about maybe I'll just shelve it and go. It'd be nice to get to the end. I'm not going to get the achievement for it anyway, so we'll see. Because I kind of want to upgrade to Conclave and just enjoy that game for a while. Filling the council seats. As time goes, people die. This is where I'm checking my manpower, and this is where I discovered I'm 12,000 in debt. And I'm only gaining like 200 a month, so it's going to be a long time. Really, we're just waiting on the world to change. All these daughters were going for opinion. Random events, that was my elbow. Fear not. I'm fine. Cracking knuckles feels good, though. In that one, I fought the bandit leader straight up. There it is. That's the moment I decided to kill him. The plot power at one point goes up to 508%, I think, and then it ends up settling at 400 and something. I don't know why it fluctuates like that, but needless to say, it was pretty high. So while I wait for people to join, I decided it's time for Prison Simulator 2016 again. It will happen here in just a moment. I didn't realize I stared at the screen for so long, just hoping that something would change. I was watching the numbers go. There we go. Same rules. If they like me, they're out. If they don't, you gotta stay. I don't care how long they've been in. They've been in for 2 years and they say they love me. So be it. They don't even have to love me. They're just gonna have a passing tolerance of me. Because I let the zeros go, I'm pretty sure, this time. But, why not? I'm a benevolent ruler. I just want to have the entire world. That doesn't mean I have to be mean about it. More stuff in Kiev. Like I said, it's pretty much all the stuff that I didn't get for the Max Pop. Oxen Wagon, Gurcrafters. That type of stuff. Oh no, my plot was uncovered. Whatever shall I do? I'm the emperor of the entire world. At least the world that matters at this time. Of according to the Crusader Kings. Ooh, this time we're going to try and poison him by wine. Classic. And success! Huzzah! So we're going to get some people and go attack him and realize, you son of a bitch! He's got 2 holdings again. So we have to attack him over the 1 holding. That's fine. Not a problem. So we'll raise our levy, get our commanders in charge, have a nice little event where we see the Blessed Virgin, and we can either become cynical or possibly become stressed. We did not become stressed. Huzzah! And then we crush the Order of St. Anthony. Spoiler alert. And I'm just using the troops from the King of Ethiopia because why bother bringing my horde down here? I need the manpower to recover. I don't have time to be dealing with wars on my own. We'll let them deal with their manpower issues. There it is. And now I decide, you know what? What's 6,700? What's 6,700 prestige? Nothing. Let's just end this. Because I want to be the only one in that Independent Realms list. So we're going to go take out his only holding. There's only 1 left. Let's go do it. We call in the banners because we let them, why not, come in and join the fun if you can get down here. If you can't, well, you know, it sucks to be you. And we're just going to go fight their troops and go over and siege that holding down to try and get the score. Because it turns out, as their only holding, it carries more war score than actually fighting their troops. Unlike the other times when the troops did quite a bit, and it turns out in order to get their capital and their holding, you have to do more than that. It's another request. Hey, you've got a county that should be mine. And I looked, and he's right. It's in his duchy, not mine, so I gave it to him. Again, I'm benevolent. There's no reason to think that I'm evil. So now you can see, if you take a glance at that clan screen, there's more clans in the lower numbers. So it's going to get worse and worse as we go along. And that's about the only thing that will provide any sort of entertainment to us at all, is there will be clan wars. I mean, I can almost guarantee that. It's just a matter of time. Which is fine, you know? I mean, it'll give me something to do. This is where I discover how important it is to actually take a holding. And then we do it when. And yay, there is no hoarding word. What are you talking about? Yeah, they had another holding immediately created. So I check and see how much money do they have that they can continue to build holdings. And the answer is, wait for it, a lot. 2,500 ducats. So I've got some options here. I could just try and keep doing this truce breaking up until he's got nothing left. Or, instead of doing that, I can just try and assassinate the entire line of the Order of St. Anthony so there's nobody left to inherit. And I think that's the option I'm going to use. I'm just going to kill my way through them all because I don't necessarily want to be a truce breaker, but I don't really mind being an assassin in that regard to try and get down to the one faith. So we'll see if that's the option I take the next time. I'm not entirely certain. But for now, that is, as they say, all she wrote. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.